Big Legacy 8 rematch. Crankin Amazing versus DUI, the students and the teachers. Crankin Amazing, a victory over DUI at Legacy. And now again, we were up in the Crow's Nest up in the Thayer Arena. Joe Corey and I were. Jonathan, you were front row ringside, and you're saying that Michael Santana grabbed a hold of those ropes intentionally.
He was right in front of me. He absolutely did. I would have. I'm sure you would have. I'm sure Joe would have.
I would have had to.
Anybody in that position, why not?
Kellen Thomas and Anthony Stone.
You know, as Eddie Guerrero always did say, cheat to win. Just don't get caught.
Exactly.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Exactly.
You know,
no one ever said wrestling was fair.
Similar lesson in Black Mass. Rob, have you seen that movie?
What movie?
Well, they were 1 and 2 for the vote for Rookie of the Year. They were both, when they debuted, put in major title matches. They both had opportunities at big singles competitions. They have their biggest match as a tag team coming up for the RWA Tag Team Championships at Christmas Chaos in 2 weeks. Are these two rookies, and now they're not technically classified as rookies.
They're sophomores now.
Right, they've been through the ringer for about a year, a little bit over 2 years now. The question is are these two up-and-comers focused here and now tonight against two guys that trained them, or are they looking ahead? You've been in a show before, big tag team title match. Do you focus on the match at hand, or does it not matter because you have that gold match waiting for you on the other end?
To me, I mean, it's tough with this match because it's against two of their trainers. You know what I mean? But it's that gold. You don't want to do anything to injure yourself or cost yourself that title match. You're looking straight forward for it.
You know, I'll disagree with you right there. You're talking about a team that 2 times have thought that they won the RWA Tag Team titles and had them ripped away. If I'm them, all I'm thinking about is Christmas Chaos.
That's what I just said.
The only thing you're thinking about.
I just said that.
Well, I'm sorry.
We're on the same page. You're trying to argue with me for nothing.
I misunderstood.
He's rewriting the page with the same thesis.
Okay, all right. I'll allow it.
It's a different interpretation.
Well,
not quite plagiarizing.
But one thing I've been saying for a while, Frank the Crank needs to get a little more angry.
Yes.
He's a big man. He needs to start acting like a big angry man.
Yep.
Anthony Stone and Frank the Crank will lock up first. Stone obviously giving height and weight to Frank the Crank, but the experience matters.
I mean,
he's deceptively strong too.
Yes. I mean, we've spoken about the seemingly change of attitude of Michael Santana. If I was his tag team partner, rather than questioning it, I'd be embracing it.
That's the thing. Santana's starting to get it.
Yeah.
Off the ropes goes Anthony Stone, slides under Frank the Crank. Side headlock now. Dante, there were times, especially when you were facing guys like the Irish Warrior, where you gave height and weight advantage away, but you had more of the experience and more of the technical mindset. How much does that really play into your game plan, knowing, okay, he's going to be able to throw me around. He is much taller, he has more of a reach, and he probably has better cardio than I do, as Anthony Stone is planted like that.
Intelligence always wins.
Yep.
Anthony Stone, he knows what to do. Remember, he trained these guys. He knows what their weaknesses are and what their strengths are. It's going to take one mistake, and Anthony Stone is just going to capitalize on it, and it's going to be over.
The strength of Frank the Crank, and Anthony Stone trying to roll over.
You're not going to pull Frank the Crank over. I'm sorry.
Anthony Stone being manhandled as he then takes Frank the Crank up and over.
See, what Stone needs to do is rely on his speed and his intelligence. Go for a knee. Take him down. Make him your size.
Huge shoulder tackle there by Frank the Crank on Anthony Stone. And this is the first time I've really seen Frank the Crank use his brute strength, which he does have, as he throws Anthony Stone up and over. But Stone landed on his knees and was able to recover and double stomp.
There is only one man bigger than Frank the Crank in RWA, and that's the Irish Warrior. Frank the Crank needs to realize that he's that big and start throwing these guys around.
He throws Anthony Stone away, tries to get himself a minute drop kick by Anthony Stone. He is so fast.
He is.
So agile.
It's the beard. It's aerodynamic.
And now laying in the shots to Frank the Crank, landing on his feet. Crank charges, big clothesline, sends Anthony Stone up and around.
I see Frank should be making the tag right now. He looks like he's getting a little winded. Santana's fresh, ready to go. Tag him in, do a little double team move.
Cover and a kick out, tag into
There we go.
Michael
See, they
Santana.
listened.
Now, Michael Santana, again, we have seen the different reactions that he has had, not only to accepting this match, but in the ways that victories have come. He denies that the rope grab was anything but accidental and incidental at Legacy. But say what you will, here's a cover, 1, 2, and a kick out. Say what you will, it was a victory in controversy at Legacy. And Michael Santana knew that when this challenge was accepted, because you saw his face change when Frank the Crank announced the rematch.
Well, Santana felt he has nothing else to prove. He already won. What's the point of wrestling these guys again?
Up and over.
Oh,
Anthony Stone
looked
almost
like
got a
he
shot
clipped
in.
him right in the back.
Cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out just at 2. Tag in to Kellen Thomas.
Yeah, I got to give Kellen some credit. His tight's very old school tonight.
He's got that AB thing going
He's got
on
that
really well tonight.
I want to put in the Konami code.
Oh. The odd thing that you saw early on, when Anthony Stone was getting a quick advantage over Frank, Mike Santana was on the outside, verbally just ripping Frank to shreds about getting his head in the game. And as soon as Santana got into the ring, he's just completely been over.
That's the rookie mistake, I call it. Well, sophomore mistake.
Huh?
Anthony Stone going up, and what we've seen Crankin Amazing do this, but to a different extent. A high-level senton.
DUI cutting the ring off. I mean, we've said it all night in these tag matches. That's the way to go.
Big kick out there, though, by Santana.
Do you worry about that rookie luck, that dumb luck that you see in the ring? I mean, you see it as for instance, as Anthony Stone climbs to the top turnbuckle in like poker, where you go up against somebody who doesn't know the game very well and constantly bets and ends up taking the whole pot. You know, the 89-year-old grandmothers that play at the Legion and take all your money. In similar fashion in wrestling, you know, obviously Anthony Stone and Thomas know full well that they have years of experience over these two. But could that come back and possibly bite them?
Absolutely, it could, but these guys need to use their veteranness and realize that they can't make that stupid mistake.
Into the corner goes Anthony Stone off of the hip of Michael Santana. Tag into Santana.
Had to have hurt a little bit.
Santana removes some of the wrist tape.
They're cutting the ring off. There's another cannonball.
Use of a hip toss into that cannonball. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out just at 2.
You can just see the demeanor of Michael Santana's completely changed.
As he tries to choke out Anthony Stone here and breaks at 4. He has until 5 and a tag into Frank the Crank. And Frank the Crank is upset at how Michael Santana is acting during this match.
And Frank needs to get over it and realize that it's called intensity.
Santana is saying right in front of us, he's saying choke Anthony Stone.
Exactly.
Now blind tags into this match, and Anthony Stone trying to charge to his corner.
Can we honestly say that we're all surprised? This is not the first time that this has happened with Frank in a tag team. He's seen his tag team partner try to get more vicious, and he hasn't got on board, and it's cost him in the past.
Frank the Crank had another tag team partner?
Yeah. He did, but he got a helmet busted upside his head.
Tag into Frank the Crank, and again, Santana was screaming in his corner to choke out Anthony Stone, telling his partner to choke out Anthony Stone in the corner. Big scoop and a slam.
These two better get on the same page or they're not going to win the tag team gold.
Not only in this match, but they got 2 weeks
Yeah.
to get their stuff together.
They better get it focused and together.
Second rope, Santana
Oh,
hits the mark on Stone. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out just at 2. Now, what does it say for the tag team of DUI not coming in and making saves, whereas when there have been covers for Crankin Amazing, one of the two tag team partners coming in constantly breaking up the 3 count?
It's trust in your partner, knowing them. You know what I mean? You know when your partner has completely expunged all their energy. See what Kellen's doing right now, lifting his foot out for the tag, but he still has a tag rope.
It doesn't necessarily have to be hand-to-hand as a tag. As we actually saw Michael Santana do to his tag team partner and Frank the Crank with just a chop to the back.
That was definitely a back chop. His wife must be cooking for him as well as she used to be, because he's an angry, angry man lately.
And Mrs. Santana did not hear that at all.
Nope, not at all.
Wow. As Michael
I said
Santana,
you mustn't be cooking for Mike as well at home anymore, because he's a very angry man lately.
Shots to the back of Anthony Stone.
Maybe the cooking's not the problem.
Well, I wasn't going that way. I'm trying to keep it PG tonight.
Why? Nobody else is?
This is true. And we still...
Meanwhile, for the sake of Lucy's dignity, let's bring it back into the ring.
We're going to hell all of us.
Anthony Stone is being taken over by Michael Santana, and Stone saw Santana charging, ends up on the outside, and now Santana goes
cut off the tag team partners. Perfect. See, this is where Frank should be getting his butt in the ring and going after Kellen. But no, he's standing there, don't know what to do.
Santana, and now Santana's grabbing the rope.
1, 2.
Roll up, 1, 2, and a kick out just at 2. Tony is saying just at 2.
If Frank would have gotten in that ring sooner, there wouldn't have even been a cover.
But
Don't tell me that was a mistake.
You saw it straight this time. Michael Santana reached out and grabbed the bottom rope to try to keep Anthony Stone down.
I don't know, he might have slipped.
No, that was blatant.
That definitely was blatant.
Santana calls into Frank the
devil's
Crank.
There's the miscommunication.
Yup.
Anthony Stone tags in Kellen Thomas.
Hot man in, right to the knee.
Took the big man down.
Shot right to the face. Santana's back on his feet, but gets clothesline for his work there. Back kick. And for good measure, a kick to the jaw and an enziguri. Santana still on his feet. Up and over. Big suplex. Santana on the ring. And now the big man, Frank the Crank, still standing in the far corner. He is not the legal man in this match. Irish whip. Frank the Crank uses that strength to reverse Kellen Thomas into the midsection. Goes the knee of Thomas. Frank the Crank measured. Knee drop. Takes down Frank the Crank. Santana back up to his feet. He is the legal man. Thomas charges. Shot to the midsection of Frank the Crank. Excuse me, of Michael Santana. Switch by Thomas. Charges up and over goes Thomas to the apron. Santana in the ring. Ducks a shot and huge shot.
There was a tag. Ref saw it. Santana didn't.
Santana into the corner, blocked by Michael Santana. Anthony Stone into the top turnbuckle, who is the legal man. Blind tag by Anthony Stone.
In the hard way. Nope.
Stone rolled through. Santana, surprised. Stone up, planted. Here's a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out just at 2.
Stone is so agile.
He's, as we were saying before, Frank and Mike have both been in there getting those breakups. Frank not able to get into the ring. He's a little worse for wear right now.
That shot to the head with the knee really did a number on Frank the Crank. Tag into Michael Santana by Frank. Tag into Frank the Crank by.
And right there, that's the smartest thing Frank has done all match. Blind tag and attacked his opponent from behind. Just got the advantage, go for the win.
See the anger? It's starting.
Seriously.
Into the corner goes Anthony Stone. Frank the Crank charges, but gets met with a drop kick. Stone, second rope. Goes for the knee.
That agility.
Caught by Frank the Crank. Up goes Anthony Stone. Down goes Anthony Stone.
Big choke slam.
Santana, I think he thinks he's still the legal man. And
see, they had the win
go
right
for the
there.
pin.
What is this?
You don't need to showboat. Just go for the pin.
No, it's because he wants the spotlight. He wants to be the man who gets the pinfall.
What is that?
And wait a minute.
See, he found it's the elbow pad. You saw him
Frank saying,
take the elbow pad.
Oh! Michael Santana hung up on the top turnbuckle.
You look down the mat. There's that original elbow pad that he pulled off. He's got the
That
loaded elbow pad.
It's almost like a football pad.
And a
Here's
trip
a cover.
over.
1, 2. Anthony Stone beats Frank the Crank in DUI. Gets one up over the students. The teachers come out victorious here tonight.
And this
Crankin
is why
Amazing.
they're not ready to be tag team champions. They're not on the same page. They're not working together at all. I mean, literally, Frank just cost himself a match because he questioned his tag team partner.
The influence is going to pick them apart if they don't get on the same page.
What does this mean for Crankin Amazing? Michael Santana with that loaded elbow pad that we finally saw. And now the referee, Tony Petrangelo, is saying there's nothing on there as Michael Santana lost the second elbow pad and now has 2 exposed elbows. But everybody, we saw it right here in front of us. Frank the Crank, in fact, pointed it out.
Wish you should have shut his mouth and just let him use it.
Yeah, but at the same time, you could have said that Mike should just let him go for the pinfall after the choke slam.
True.
Crankin Amazing, Frank the Crank checking the elbow pad and saying that
There's a lot of dissension between the number 1 contenders.
They better get on the same page now.
You should have been on the same page a month ago.